Welcome. I'm going to walk you through how to do the loot, ore, and salvage buyback program. The first thing you will want to do is create a filter. To do a filter, you'll go to Item Hanger, Inventory. You'll want to make sure there's nothing on the floor of your inventory other than containers. Then you'll want to go down to My Filters, lower left-hand side in the index, click the arrow, and you'll see the default filters that Eve has. You're going to create your own filter. Hit the plus button, and it will bring up a dialog box. The first drop-down box is empty. You'll want to use the drop-down box and go to Meta Group. Not Meta Level, but Meta Group. It will come up with a second drop-down box. Leave it alone. It should stay is. But the third drop-down box, dead space, you'll want to change to Tech 1. Do not worry about the other drop-down box. Right now, we need to name the filter. I'm going to name my filter T1. Save. And as you can see, it has created a default filter called T1. You can now close the dialog box. I keep all my loot and salvage in a station container called loot. As you can see, I have T1, ratting salvage, and loot in this container. I have dispersed some T2 items to show you that the T1 filter works and how it works. I click the T1 filter, and you notice how the T2 items have disappeared. Your next step will be going to the list. By default, they should be showing things as icon, but in your upper right hand corner, you'll want to go to the list items. Now you will want to, it's only still showing your T1 filter at the bottom, list items up in the right hand corner, right click, select all. You'll want to hit Control C. Control C will copy all of your list items. You'll now want to go to Eve Appraisal. May take a second, my system is a bit slow, as well as my mind. At Eve Appraisal, you've hit Control C. You now want to hit Control V. It has now taken your list items and dropped them into the quick estimate. You'll want to go over to the cog on the right hand side, click it, leave Yes, Persist Appraisals, set at the amount that you're going to sell. I'm using it at 80%. It might be 85%, depending on what your organization has set on ore, loot, and salvage. 360 hours. That means the appraisal will remain in the system for 360 hours, 15 days. Close. It's set at the JITA price. Now you submit. As you can see, we're using the buy value. The buy value is set at 371. I need glasses. Million. You could go up or down a million. Make sure you haven't included anything other than the salvage or T1 loot that you wanted. You will then want to click the Eve Appraisal, which will remain in the buffer for 15 days. Copy. Go back. Now you're back in your item hanger, in your folder or station container, wherever you keep your loot, and you'll want to drag that to your item hanger, the floor of your item hanger. Remember, your item hanger has nothing in it but containers. You cannot create contracts within a container. Even though I have salvage and loot mixed, I'm doing this for just show. You're going to want to select all, unselect your storage and station containers. Now you have highlighted all the loot that you are going to sell or salvage. Again, I have loot and salvage mixed together at one price. I'm now going to create a contract to the corporation or whomever I'm selling it to. Next, showing the items, again checking to make sure there's no other items in there, like nothing else is checked as far as ships or anything that I want to sell. Get tedious. Next, the price that I will receive. Remember, we're using the buyback price. It was 371 million. Remember how many zeros are in a million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to set it for 2 weeks. And in the description book, I'm going to now paste the link to the Eve appraisal, which will remain in the buffer so that I can check that I'm getting the right price for what I'm paying for. Next, there are my items. There's the price I want to get with the Eve appraisal link. And finish. Click. My items are now being sent to the corp, and the corp will accept. Please remember that we are only doing increments of 100 million ISK per contract. I would like to thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.